Hey guys, this is Harshit, and as you can see, we're in complete Ferrari mode today. So we just got a rev, right? And to rev, we need AWS. So we are going to host our Zavada platform and the interviewer, the AI interviewer, on AWS using the $1,000 AWS credits that we received, and completely using ChatGPT. I haven't hosted it before, and I've just used E2C what's it called, E2C buckets or whatever that's called. But we have to start off with hosting our entire SaaS platform on AWS, and for that, I've already spoken to ChatGPT. There are a couple of things it recommended me, and one of them was the buckets thing, and also Elastic Beanstalk, and a couple of other funky names. So right now, I'm going to do a live coding session where I'd be hosting my entire SaaS platform on AWS. So we're going to take our platform live. It's not perfect, but our MVP is almost there, and I think it's time to move forward and just take the product live, because we need live feedback from people, right? So if you're building an AI SaaS product, it's important to take it live ASAP. So let's get started. All right, so let's dive in. As you can see, this is my fresh red Ferrari Testarossa, and I'm gonna be using this car for this weekend today, all right? And also wearing this t-shirt. So now, first what we gotta do is open ChatGPT, and then we first ask ChatGPT about hosting our code, all right? Before that, let's also open our code as well. There are two platforms that I've built, which is one of them is candidate side platform, and the other one is the client side dashboard, right? These are two different things, and both of them have their own front end and their back end. All right. So now that we have some context here, let's just go ask ChatGPT. Okay, hey ChatGPT, I want to host my Zavada and SIA backend on AWS. I have just received $1,000 of startup credits from AWS. Also, I've actually received about $100,000 of startup credits, and I don't want to use them all of them at once, because I think it's only going to be there for like 2 years, so I don't want to exhaust them right away, because even if you don't use them, even if you don't use them within the 2 years, it is going to exhaust, right? So I don't want that to happen. So let's use the $1,000 that we've got, and then let's upgrade with the NVIDIA Inception organization code that I've received. But right now, let's say, hey ChatGPT, I want to host my Zavada and SIA backend on AWS. I just received $1,000 of startup credits from AWS. All right. This also has like previous context on what I'm doing, because I've updated that in the memory. Hope you know that I have backend and front end. Front end for both the folders. Zavada is client side dashboard, and SIA is candidate side interviewer. All right. So this is the basic context that we've given it, and now I want you to tell me how exactly to host this backend, because my front end is already hosted on Vercel. Guide me exactly how to use AWS for hosting this. I've also heard there are many ways to host it on AWS, right? AWS, right? And what else do I want to ask? First, recommend, then give me complete step by step. I hope you know that I am a complete beginner to this. Let's start. Alright, as you can see, memory just updated. So every time you do this, every time you just give it context, it updates memory, and also ChatGPT knows, what you're feeding it is like memory as well, right? So that. And what else? Okay, there are multiple ways to host your backend on AWS, but I recommend the most straightforward and beginner-friendly approach is AWS Elastic Beanstalk, like we've already spoken about it. Elastic Beanstalk abstracts much of the complexity of managing servers while giving you enough control to handle various tasks. Why Elastic Beanstalk? Ease of use. It handles provisioning, load balancing, scaling, and monitoring for you, making it perfect for beginners. Flexibility, you can deploy your backend without worrying about managing infrastructure. Integrating it works seamlessly with other AWS services. Steps to host your backend on AWS using Elastic Beanstalk. AWS account, I already have it. AWS CLI, install command line interface on your machine, and Node.js install. Okay, so it says command line installation, but I was thinking if there's a way directly you can just use UI to host, I think that'd be better, because I don't want to do the command line stuff. It's much intuitive just using the dashboard, right? Understood. Let's proceed with Elastic Beanstalk. Elastic Beanstalk. It's not Beanstalk, it's Beanstalk. Alright, Elastic Beanstalk. But I don't want to do CLI. Can I use the AWS dashboard like the way we used on Azure, like more intuitive? Is that possible? Yes, you can definitely use AWS Management Console, which is the dashboard. Understood. So that's what we need. AWS Management Console, which is the dashboard instead of CLI, to deploy a backend with Elastic Beanstalk. It's a more intuitive GUI-based approach similar to what you've experienced with Azure. Create new application on Elastic Beanstalk, log into AWS Console. Let's go to AWS Console. Let's sign in first. Okay, I'm signed in. This is a Zavada server. Before that, let me just confirm if I've received my $1,000 credit. Yep, I've received my $1,000 credits. As you can see, I can actually go up to around $100,000, which is amazing. Just redeem credit, I just put my organization code and I just get it, which is amazing. Alright, now let's search for who even like made these names, like Elastic Beanstalk. I think it's like a kid. I think AWS just went to a kid and asked, okay, what do you want to name this candy? And they said Beanstalk. Maybe they just named it that way. Yeah. Alright, Elastic Beanstalk, end-to-end web application management. Okay, navigate. I've done that. Create application. Enter your name for your application, which is Zavada Backend. Okay. Let's only start off with SIA Backend. You know what? I'm actually going to give it my file as well, because it'll better understand my code. But for that, I have to extract it. I don't know if you guys remember, I have created this web scraper, which I just put on Visual Code. I've actually open sourced this code if you want to use this. And I say CR project, okay, which is actually on my desktop. And then I just do Python export code.py. My entire code base has been extracted. Now I just go back. I can just delete this for now, like cancel this for now. Open my operations laboratory, my web scraper, my txt file. I'm just gonna name this CR so that it doesn't get confused. Let's paste it here. Alright, I think we are good. Alright, CR backend. I've just shared my entire code base for more context. It's taking some time to upload. I think I'll have to upload it again. Upload. I think that's the issue with ChatGPT. You don't know when it breaks down. You don't know when it stops. You don't know when it hallucinates. It's just a black box. But again, you just have to use it the way it is, the resources that we have right now. It'll get better. It'll definitely get better. ChatGPT will definitely get better. Like AI is going to get better, but yeah, that's what it is. Okay, let's start with CR backend. Give step by step again. Step again. Also, if you guys are actually liking this video where I'm doing a complete live coding session, I'm actually going to do a lot more courses in my own Discord as well. So just go join my own Discord, where I already have around 40 members who are completely learning from me. You know, they're actually applying this knowledge and trying to build their own application. And trust me, if you're a beginner to code, if you're a beginner to any of this, you don't have to get intimidated. I was a complete beginner. I had no idea what AWS was. I know it was Amazon and half the world used to run on it, but I had no idea how to use it. But now with ChatGPT, it's a powerful tool, man. You can just build anything. You just ask and build. That's it. It's that simple. Okay. Prepare your CR backend code. Zip your backend code. Ensure. But why do I zip it? It says zip my code, but why do I want to zip it when I don't get it? Because see, what happens generally is on Azure, it's continuous deployment, right? There's continuous deployment that happens, but why does it want to do this? Because it's generally connected to your GitHub, right? Let's just ask that. I don't understand. What about continuous deployment? Like in Azure, we simply had to connect GitHub, right? Why do I have to do the, why do I have to zip it? So no use of GitHub here? That's my question. And I'm actually having this question. I'm not trying to, pretend like I have a question just for doing the video. I'm actually just starting this off completely by myself for the first time. I've never deployed a web application on Azure before. I mean, I had a developer who did, but I haven't done it before. Okay. I think it lost it. I'm just gonna enter again. This keeps happening. Continuous deployment is a powerful feature, and you can definitely set up continuous deployment Elastic similar to Azure. This eliminates the need to manually zip and upload your code. That's exactly what I wanted. See, why didn't it already tell me that I can do this, right? I had to ask for it to do that. That's so dumb. That's the thing with ChatGPT. And the problem when you start off is you don't know what you don't know. That's the issue, right? Because if you're a complete beginner and you're starting off, you just really don't know what you don't know, and you can't even counter question ChatGPT like, hey, why are you doing this? Why you're not doing this? Because you don't know it in the first place, right? That becomes an issue, but I guess you have to keep working. You have a single verified email recommend. Fuck this shit. Okay, where is SIA backend? Okay, SIA backend is here, and oh, it's updated 3 weeks ago. All right, so I think we got to first commit to GitHub. Got it. I have made some changes in my code. I gotta push it to GitHub first. This is my link. Give me complete code to terminal commands. Complete terminal commands to push it from git init to git force push origin. Yep. Okay, this is my SIA front end and back end. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm just going to cancel this and only. Oh, what happened to my Ferrari? I think I've deleted it. I'm just going to set this as desktop picture. Oh, what is happening? It's just changed my previous desktop picture, man. This is. I don't know what happens to Mac sometimes. Anyways. Let's first focus on this SIA backend, and I drop it on Visual Code. So this is only the backend. This is nothing else. Simply the backend, right? Okay. First, open terminal. Command. I forgot the path. So I've actually saved this path on one of my notes. Desktop, and then it's going to be SIA project / SIA backend. That's correct, right? Path, CD users, Parshit, desktop, SIA project, SIA backend. Of course, because it worked. And now git init. That's basically git initiate, and then git add. Initial commit with updates. I'm just going to change it to getting started with AWS. It's actually a big thing. Like, it's the first time I'm doing any of this. But it's a 4 files chain, 72 insertions, 180 deletions. Yeah, because this is what I've previously worked on, right? I see. It also has workflows YAML file, but let's figure that out later. Git remote add already exists. Pushed, right? Think it should have pushed. Let's look at the changes. Still says 3 weeks ago. Why does it still say 3 weeks ago? Let's figure this out first. Because it should be saying, because I don't know what it is with GitHub. Like, I've done this multiple times. So many issues that I keep facing. Like these are like irritating steps. Like these are the steps that you don't want to, encounter, but you still have to. I think that's how coding is. Done, but nothing happened. Let me also put a screenshot of this. As you can see, right, this is the last comment that I have. It doesn't give the latest commit. It looks like you successfully pushed your code based on the terminal input command, and it shows GitHub. If you're not seeing the GitHub in your Elastic Beanstalk environment repository, look for latest commits. Forget AWS first. Help me figure out the GitHub. I don't see the changes at all. Like what? Or does it take longer to push? I don't know. Getting started, remote, git add, CI backend, get force push origin. What? Okay, why does it say resolving issues? Oh, I see. It says it's pushed to Zavata backend. What the fuck? Why would it push to Zavata backend? 3 minutes ago. Come on, man. Why does it say? Okay, give me a minute. I don't know what it is. It just pushed the Zavata backend instead of Sia backend. Let's take a screenshot of this. Paste it here. Hey, I just checked it pushed to Zavata backend instead of Sia backend. What the fuck? It looks like changes were accidentally pushed to Zavata backend repository instead of Sia backend. Remove the commit from Zavata backend. It commits was accidental. You can remove it. Let's leave it because we can push it later. Okay. So switch to the correct repository, Sia backend. Make sure you're in the correct directory. I am in the correct directory. Or do I have to like delete this? I don't know. Let's do it to be on the safer side. Okay. Let's do this again. CD Sia project, Sia backend, alright. And then git remote set URL horseshoe.eth Sia backend, perfect. And git force push origin. Alright, now it's pushed. I hope so, because now as you can see it says clearly Sia backend dot git. Let's just go back to Sia and what the hell is happening? So what actually happened was there were like multiple files. I renamed it like multiple times, and I think that's what the issue is. Oh, this is front end. I'm looking at front end. I gotta look at backend. Yes, getting started with AWS. I don't know why it says 6 minutes. Did 6 minutes just pass? I don't know. Okay, I hope this is done. Have I just changed the roots? Is that it? What about all the other files? What about all the other files? You know what? Let's also do that for the safer side. First, let's ask. Okay, this was pushed. But for some reason, only a few files say the getting started with AWS comment. All the others have the old message. Is that how it works? Or any changes needed? Let's ask. What does it say? The behavior you're seeing is normal and expected with Git. Let me explain. Commit changes apply to entire commits, not individual files. While some files show getting started, commit message, the files that were modified or deleted in your latest commit will show, okay, files that were not committed, okay, let's just trust it. Done with committing, now help with beanstalk. I don't know why I keep saying beanstalk while it's beanstalk. Okay, let's start off. Great. Now that your changes are committed and pushed to GitHub, login, done. Elastic Beanstalk. Okay, now we gotta do create application. Okay, it's not. It looks a little intimidating. I mean, there are a little too many things instead of just like one single thing there. Let's figure out what we can do. Even for this, you know what? Let's just ask ChatGPT. Take a screenshot, go back, let's put it here, and then say, hey ChatGPT, there are so many things here. I am confused and intimidated. You're going to clearly give me a step by step on how to properly solve this, and not solve this, create the application. Don't be lazy, because I am a complete beginner and I need help. And it'll give us a better answer now. So that's how it is, right? Just keep asking ChatGPT. Just don't be afraid of, chatting with it like multiple times. Scold it if you want to. Whatever you do, just try to extract the correct answer. I think that's what you're supposed to do. Okay. I completely understand that AWS interface can be overwhelming, especially if you're new to it. Let's go through web server environment. Since you're hosting the backend that serves HTTP requests, select web server environment. This is default option. All right, web server environment. Application name See a backend. See a backend. Okay, environment name. Unique. Okay, enter a unique name for environment. For instance, you could say something like CR production, CR backend ENV. I think CR backend ENV is better because okay, already has it. Perfect. You can leave this blank, and AWS will auto generate a subdomain for your application. Let me just see. I can leave this blank. Okay, let's just leave this blank. If you want to use a custom, don't worry about it. Environment description, you can production environment for CI backend. Perfect. That's a clear-cut description. Platform type. Since your backend was built on Node.js, ensure Node.js is selected. Select Node.js. Perfect. Think 20 should be good. So this is similar to Azure. Code origin, application code origin. Connect to source. Okay, code origin. This is where we do it, right? Upload your code. Okay. But it says upload my code, but I actually don't see where I can connect my GitHub here, right? Choose connect to source control repository. That option doesn't exist. That option really doesn't exist. So just copy this, paste it here. Let's take a screenshot. Maybe we can just take a screenshot of this, put this here, and then say step 5. Check step 5, man. Nothing like this exists. Give me clear info on how to do this. Stop hallucinating. And we space this. Let's wait for the answer. What does it say? ChatGPT apologizes for the confusion. Apology accepted, ChatGPT. Apology accepted. Apologies. Okay, it seems the interface has changed. Seems the interface has changed. ChatGPT is capping. It doesn't accept that it's hallucinating. Upload your code from GitHub. Since there isn't direct GitHub integration on the view, you will need to upload your code manually. Alright, so as you can see, I think ChatGPT was hallucinating in the starting because I've said because I've already told ChatGPT that hey, I have the code on GitHub and I want to use that code, and maybe that's why I was trying to hallucinate. He just gave me the answer, but I think now he's found out that it's not possible, right? Since there isn't a direct GitHub integration in the current view, you need to upload your code manually. First, you need to create a zip file of your CR backend code repository. Zip your code, compress your code into a zip file. Make sure the zip file includes all packages. If you're on Mac, you can right click the folder and compress. Okay. Alright, let's do that then. CR project. That's my CR project. CR backend. Do this. And where's compress? Here, compress. Compressing. That was quick. Put it here. What is asking me for password? Alright, that's my CR backend zip. In the application code, upload your code, local file, and then I just choose desktop, CR backend zip. Okay. Choose your files, source, stored. Okay. Click browse. Okay. Okay. Once selected the file, okay, done. Continue with the deployment process by following the remaining steps. Public S3. If you have already uploaded to S3, I haven't uploaded to S3. Why would I have to do that? Well, that's an option. That's an option too. Okay. Anyways, single instance. Yeah. Next. Unique name for the version of your application code. CR backend version 1.0. Next. What is this now? Okay, there are like 5 to 6 more steps. Help now. Okay, I think 2, 3, and 4 are optional. If it's optional, just give it. Just get this running. Just get this running now. Why does it take so long? Let's walk through the configuration service access. Okay. Create a new service role. Recommended. This is use secure login. Okay. If you don't have, select it from the drop down list. I don't have it. So do I have to create this now? Can I just go to next like this? I'll just go. Can I just go click on next just like this? Also, another question that I have is, in my backend, there was this link where we added localhost, right? But we have to change it to AWS. But I'm just thinking how to do that. That's another important thing. Okay, I have a doubt here. First, I'll open my CR project. CR. Okay, CR backend does. Oh, correct. CR backend doesn't have any link. It was the CR frontend. So once I get the link from CR backend, then I put it on the CR frontend. Got it. That's the doubt cleared. Yes, you can click on next with the current settings. Service role, if you don't have, you can proceed. Yeah, done. Next. Set up networking, database, and tags. I don't want to set it up. You know what? Let's just skip to review and then let's see what happens. Skip to review, man. Just skip to review and see what happens. I'm done looking at all of this. Submit. Should I have taken a screenshot? Let's copy paste. Check this. I have submitted. It's taking a while. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, env, we have it now, I guess. Okay, I have these IDs which I have to blur. So I'm going to blur these IDs so that bad actors watching my videos and competitors won't be able to steal my $1 million idea. It looks like you've completed the steps. Okay. Okay, I knew it. Like it can't always be that smooth. I have to get an error for sure. That's how it is, man. That's how it is. I'm not that lucky, you know. I just have to get some kind of error. I see that I get an error. What now? Configuration files cannot be extracted from the application version. Check the application version is a valid zip file, or of course it's a valid zip file, man. Like, what do you think of yourself? You think I just upload like an empty file? The warning message you're seeing indicates that there's an issue with zip file you uploaded. Specifically, it says, I know what it says, but let's read it out again. Ensure that your zip file was created correctly. It should include all necessary files. Make sure the file, there's no nesting of folders within zip. See, a backend folder shouldn't be zip with another folder on top of it. Oh, okay. Maybe that was an issue, I guess. Folder shouldn't be okay. File should be directly at the root level. Makes sense. Let's just do it again. That makes sense. All right. So how do I do this? How do I re-upload? Where do I re-upload? Application version. Select. Delete. Just delete the shit. And upload, right? Now the upload button doesn't function. Okay. So we have to wait for this to launch. And then we upload. But I just deleted this. Let's ask ChatGPT. Delete it from here because I was about to upload the zip again. Let's see what the issue is. But I hope you guys get an idea of how I'm doing this, because it's super easy, it's super simple to build anything, right? Using AWS, it just takes a little bit of patience. Just keep asking ChatGPT what to do, and you can definitely build anything that you want, right? That's what it basically takes. Just keep building whatever. Just ask ChatGPT, and just keep prompting until you get the final answer. And so deleted previous version, and you're about to upload a new file. Here's how to do it. We create a zip file that I am doing, but what is this? Okay, I'm just gonna figure this out, but I hope you guys get an idea of how to basically deploy your application on AWS. I'm just gonna fix this and take this live for sure. I'll just go sleep for some time and then just come back and redo this. But I hope you guys get an idea of how to build your own application from the previous videos, and how to deploy your application on AWS, how to get free credits for deploying. So anything, you can just build anything, man. You can just literally build anything. I hope this was super helpful for you guys. Just join my Discord channel as well. That's where I'll be hosting some calls, some sessions, weekly sessions, and also connect with folks in the Discord and help everyone out, right? So yeah, that's what I'm currently working on, and yeah, it was great connecting. It was great creating this video, and I'll see you again.